as we're in a park up in the middle of nowhere in the north of Scotland. Say hello, Louis. Hello, Louis. Say hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
We've been sent some questions. It's one of these van life taggings. I'm even wearing the t-shirt, look. You might be able to hear the traffic. We're just parked off a road. Just near a river in the middle of nowhere. So I think this was all started from Pebbles and Peach. I think she started this one off, and then it went to Liam, and then Liam passed it on to Luke, and then it went on to Gadget John, and I think Luke, Van Life with Luke passed it on to me. I think the Boomdockers have done one. I think the Wallycobs have done one. I haven't seen theirs yet because we're aware and haven't got a very good signal. So there's 10 questions we need to answer about van life. And me and Joe, we're not full-time van life, we're part-time. We've had camper vans for probably over 30 years now in various guises, from just vans with beds in, Land Rovers, to a bay window 1971 left-hand drive one. We had a T5, and then we're obviously onto the crafter van now. So we've got 10 questions to answer. Here we go. First question, what's the make and model of our camper van? Well, there it is. It's our black mid-wheelbase high roof crafter van. It's a 2017, and we have a bed across the back, roof rack, and all sorts of gear strapped on the back. It's a bit of good parking. It's a 2 litre diesel. Second question, how long did our van take to build? Well, it's a bit of an interesting one, this one, because we didn't build this one from scratch. We bought this finished or partly finished to our spec. It was second hand, and we liked the layout of it. It was the type of van we was looking for, size and everything, particularly that fixed bed, as you can see, gets well used. But it was part exchange to a company. It was advertised on eBay, and we went to see it and bought it, and from there we've done various modifications. But I don't think any van's actually finished, is it? The old saying is your van's only finished when you sell it. So we've done lots of work on this, and there's still quite a few things that we're changing all the time. If we're not aware in it, we're making some sort of amendments to it, or adding something to it, or taking something off, or fixing something. Number 3, where's the favourite place we've stayed in our van?
Oh, I've stayed at loads of brilliant places. It's got to be Scotland.
So many good places in Scotland, didn't they? As we are at the moment. Northwest of Scotland has got to be about the best, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Certainly in the UK. But Ireland was good. We had some amazing places in Ireland, and it's really well set up in Ireland for wild camping, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the campsites. Beautiful beaches.
NC 500.
NC 500 for Scotland. Parts of Wales or west coast of Ireland. Next question. How many people we had in our van at one time? Probably 4, 5, 6 and 3 dogs.
Yeah, maybe 6.
6 and 3 dogs, probably. Next question. Have we had any van disasters? Not really. Not real disasters. We've had that many camper vans over the years, so can't really think of any disasters. The 1971 bare windscreen VW camper van, we had quite a few bits fall off that over the years, and I did set it alight once, welding it back together, but not real disasters. You just fix it and get on with it, don't you? Nobody's ever died. It's not that bad. Next question. What is the favourite feature of the van? Having a fixed bed. That was Louis snorting. Having the fixed bed is perfect, because we treat this as like our mobile outdoor centre. So we have all our gear with us, canoeing, climbing, surfing, everything you can think of, and we take it all with us. And we'll go out and have a really good day. I mean, most of the time, as you know from our videos, we'll end up in a pub, have a couple of parts, come back to the van and sleep it off in the van. But just having a fixed bed makes life so much easier. And having the fixed bed with a garage underneath is even better, because you take all your stuff with you as well. So definitely favourite bit of the van, I think, is a fixed bed. Do you think, Joe?
Yeah, definitely fixed bed.
Next question, what is our least favourite part of the van? It's hard to say really because we'd have changed it. Don't really know. Maybe the colour of the wood, maybe have a lighter wood, maybe I've done it in white. Maybe the colour of this carpet, because we're slowly changing this. We've changed the ceiling one, had to put a new ceiling in and do the wiring, so we might change this. But not really any major problems with the van. It's as we want it really, nice and straightforward, lots of room in it. Next question, what's the favourite part of van life? Now every video I've seen so far people have said the community, which is brilliant. But we've sort of met the community through YouTube and various meetups. So favourite part of van life? I would say having the opportunity just to get out there, to be free, park all over the place, all the national parks, all the wonderful places we visit. It's just like having a mobile cottage. You can spend hundreds of thousands of pounds buying a cottage in a beautiful place, but you can't move it around the different places. That's the advantage, and that's what's really good about van life for us, I think. Final question, do we have any tips for somebody embarking on van life adventure? I suppose the main thing is get the right van, because you don't want to be spending a lot of time and effort kitting out a van and then the van starts to fall apart. There's lots of people that have bought vans and people we know that have spent a hell of a lot of time after they've bought the van, welding it back together, fixing it. I know it's all down to a budget, but get the best van you can possibly get to start with before you kit it all out. Because even if you get the van, it starts to cause you lots of problems. If you think about it, if you got another van, you'd have to take everything out and start all over again. So my piece of advice would be get the best possible van you can get. And personally, I don't think you need a big van. This is a mid-wheelbase and there's plenty of room in here for us. And we can fit this in a parking space and we can get to lots of places that the bigger vans can't actually get to. So think about the size of the van, smallest van that'll do for you, and get the best possible quality van you can. Make sure the engine, gearbox and rust is okay. Now the final thing is we've got to nominate some people to do these 10 questions. So our first one is Rob from Redpillinmotion. He's got a massive van and he's just finished it out, and I think he's been living it for about a year now. He come round to see us recently and we've seen him at a number of meetups. He's got a YouTube channel that's really new, and he's going through his van build and his experiences of moving into full-time van life. So Redpillinmotion, Rob is the first one. The second one, I would say, if he hasn't been nominated, and I haven't asked him yet, I hope you're okay with this, is Dave from Mange 2. I think he's lived in his van now for 6 months. He's a taxi driver and lives in his van, he converted it himself. And the final one will be Brett from Urban Stealth Campervan Man. His channel, he took it down because he was getting loads of hassle from people, but he sent me a message over Christmas to say his channel's going to start in the new year. So definitely check out Brett. He's got a brilliant channel. He's lived in a very small van for a long period of time. He's done it on a small budget, and he lives between a van and his studio, converted garage, that he does his artwork in. So definitely check out Brett. Very funny guy. And he's done it on a very small budget. Thanks for everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Say goodbye, Joe.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Louis. Say
Bye.
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 Bye. And we'll just get back to having a cup of tea and admiring the view of Scotland.